Hello everyone, I am Mrs Esther Massey. Welcome back to another session of the lesson The Fun They Had by Isaac Asimov. In this story, we are studying about how the education system will be in the future. Let's continue. Margie was scornful. School? What's there to write about school? I hate school. Here, the word scornful means to show your dislike for something. Margie hated the word school, and so she said that what was there to write about it that an entire book had been written about school. Margie always hated school, but now she hated it more than ever. The mechanical teacher had been given her test after test in geography, and she had been doing worse and worse until her mother had shaken her head sorrowfully and sent for the country inspector. What is Margie's school? Margie's school is a mechanical teacher. A mechanical teacher, that means the machine which teaches you and not the school where you all go and learn. Now, why did Margie hate school? Margie's school was a virtual classroom. It was not a real school like we have today. So, in the future, we are thinking that the school will be virtual classroom. There will be machines that will be teaching the children. Margie hated this machine because it was giving her so many tests in geography which were very difficult for her, and she was performing very bad in those tests. Finally, her mother thought that there was something wrong with the machine, and so she had called the country inspector to check it. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools, which dials and wires. The country inspector came to check the mechanical teacher. He was a round little man and he had a red face. He was carrying a big box full of tools and dials and wires. So this man opened the machine. He was there to repair the computer. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart. Margie had hoped he would know how to put it together again, but he knew how all right, and after an hour or so, there it was again, large and black and ugly, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. Once he had opened the computer, Margie wished that he would be unable to close it back because she did not like the computer. She did not like to study from this teacher. But the man was an expert, and within an hour he had repaired the computer and had closed it and made it ready to teach Margie once again. Margie gave a description of the computer. She feels that it is very huge. It is black in color and she dislikes its appearance. It has a black screen and all the lessons appear on the screen, and many questions are asked on the same screen which are difficult for Margie. That wasn't so bad. The part Margie hated most was the slot where she had to put homework and test papers. She always had to write them out in a punch code they made her learn when she was 6 years old, and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks in on time. Margie hated this mechanical teacher the most because she had to submit her homework and test papers to it. Margie had to write her homework and her test papers in a particular punch code that is a computing language. She had to learn the language at the age of 6. The machine checked the papers and calculated her marks in a few seconds. Students, I hope you all have understood this much. We will continue this lesson in my next video. Thanks for watching.